Hey everybody, Happy New Year. Clouded Journey here with you, and I am going to do a contest video. This is my first. I started in March 2013, so it's coming up almost 2 years, and I've entered a few contests. I've won a couple contests, and I have about 420 something subscribers. So I figured it's time I give back because I have a lot of you guys who've been really supportive and consistently watch my videos and consistently comment and everything. So you guys are like my comic book friends, basically. So I want to show my appreciation and give you guys something back a little bit here. I wanted to do this contest for a long time, but it's been really hard to get the time and energy and get a few books together that I think were worth giving away for a contest, but I have them now. So I'm just going to do it from when I was going to do the contest in the first place. So that was after 1 subscriber. I thought, I got to do a contest for this guy or girl. I don't know who it was. So this is going to be my 1 subscriber contest that's just a little bit late. I got 2 prizes here, first of all. I'll go through this really quickly. One is sort of more Spider-Man themed and one is more X-Men themed. I think it's fun to win the contest, so if you have more prizes, more opportunities to win, it's that much better. So, I guess you should do rules as well, whatever the YouTube rules are. I guess 18 or older or have your parents' permission. Anyone can enter. Hopefully it's not an excessively expensive shipping cost, but yeah, if you're all over the world, feel free to enter. I'll bite the bullet here. I can afford it. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then I'll give you these questions in a second. I'll show off the prizes first. So this is sort of the first lot of prizes. Tried to pick stuff you guys would hopefully like. They're mostly doubles and things like that, but I tried to pick, this is a little bit more of a valuable book. If you, by some chance, win and don't like the prize, please let me know. Because I don't want to send you stuff you don't want. I want to send you stuff you want, and we'll figure it out. You tell me what you like, and I'll find something that you like, and I'll make sure I send you that. So this is the first one, more spider-centered. This is Amazing Spider-Man 298. Probably like a fine condition. It's got a few ticks along the side and everything, but besides that, pretty nice. First Todd McFarlane work on Spider-Man. This is Amazing Spider-Man 492, earlier J. Scott Campbell cover. This is Marvel Premiere 47, which is the first Scott Lang as Ant-Man. And 48 is sort of the conclusion of that story. Amazing Spider-Man 212. This is the first appearance of Hydro Man. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 64. This is the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Got the Howard the Duck Annual #1. The Amazing Spider-Man 375 foil cover, conclusion of the Spidey Venom Carnage story. And Amazing Spider-Man 209, first appearance of Calypso, who is Craven's wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to, sort of the she-Craven type girl. Yeah, so that's the Spider-Man lot. And for the more X-focused one, this is X-Men #4. This is the first appearance of Omega Red. This is Superman Man of Steel 18, the first appearance of Doomsday. That's a first print. This is Uncanny X-Men 221, first appearance of Mr. Sinister, and that's a really nice copy of that book. Nightwing #1 of the miniseries. You can see there's a few ticks along the side. It's like a fine, very fine, but a good book to have. This is X Factor 19, the first full appearance of the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. This red on here is not on the book, it's on the bag. This is Wolverine #10. This is the first fight between Wolverine and Sabretooth. This is Battle Scars #1, first appearance of Nick Fury Jr. and Agent Coulson as Cheese. X-Men 282, first cover appearance of Bishop. And this is the New Mutants 100, first appearance of X-Force, and this is a second print. So those are going to be the 2 blocks of books you can win. So whoever, I'll do a draw, and whoever the first one is can choose, and the second person will get the other one. And again, if it doesn't work for you, then I'll figure something out. Okay, so the questions are as such. So you got to make a video for it. If you really are shy and you want to make a video, but don't want it to be public, that's fine too. You can just send me a link or just create it as a private video and then you can show me that way. So the first question is, what are your goals as a collector for 2015? For myself, I think I'm going to write down a few major key books I want to pick up. Couple more expensive ones that I kind of, maybe I'll write dates on, like when I think I can save enough to buy those books, because I have a lot of money in savings, but that's going to be going to a house one day and things like that. So I can at any time sort of buy a lot of these books, but I don't want to just spend that money. So I'd like to get like maybe a Daredevil #1. It's just so expensive these days. But some of these sort of keys I'd like to pick up. I'd like to be more vigilant, maybe cutting back a bit of my pull list and picking up more trades and things like that, because I like these stories, but I just find the writing these days is a bit better read through trade than monthly. My other major goal is just to get all my stuff a little more organized. I'm always running out of space. Get some new shelving, get some new boxes, things like that. Get everything nice and organized, and continue keeping that organized. And I used to like put all my books into the computer. I'd write what I paid for them. If I sold them or upgraded or whatever, I'd write what I sold them for. And I could keep track of my budgeting a little better. So I think I want to get back into doing that. Okay, that's question 1. Question 2, what is your favorite issue that is not really worth any money, but you really, really love that issue? And that might be something you just really like. If you don't have a favorite, like I have a hard time picking favorites of things. But if there's like a story that's just really important to you or an issue that meant a lot to you, then I'd like to see that and hear a little story about what that is. So this was a book that just meant a lot to me as a early reader. I had a kid's book of this when I was a kid, this story, picture book. So when I found this book, I was like really stoked because it brought back all these old memories of this story. And it's just it's a solo Donatello story, where he has this adventure with a young artist named Kirby who lives down in the basement of April's building. And it's just a really neat, fun story that's sort of all about what comics are about, all about what makes the Ninja Turtles great, just creatures and monsters and machines, and a lot of fun. So this book isn't really worth that much, like maybe $5 or $10 at the most. And it's a really great one-shot, and I think it's a really major book for any Ninja Turtles fan to collect. So that would be an example of a less valuable book that's really important. Third, do you do anything creative? Do you draw? Do you write? Do you do poetry? Do you sing? Do you dance? Anything like that, if you do, that's creative. I'd really like to see it. If you're comfortable sharing with it, obviously. But yeah, I love, like, I know Mersnot's been showing some art lately. Edenic1 has shown art before. Like, it's really great to see that. I really like it. So if you're happy with sharing, I would love to see that. Question number 4. 3 newer YouTubers. So someone who doesn't have like 200, 300 subscribers, who maybe you've found that you really like and that you've been impressed with their work and stuff lately. Mention their names, and if you can, put links up for them in the description so people can just kind of control click on those and sub to those guys if they care to. The YouTubers I want to mention here, I'm going to start with Carnage Man 99. That's Carnage-Man 99. He's a big Spider-Man fan, so obviously I like a lot of that. He's pretty new. He goes through his collection and has just some solid videos with good commentary about his books and stuff. Lots of interesting things to say about his books, so check him out. Number 2 is the comic book Mustache, who is very passionate about 2 things, which is comics and his mustache. He's a little crude at times, but it's a lot of fun. So if you're into that, definitely worth watching. And he's got some really interesting thoughts about writing comics in general. Newer stuff. He does reviews of new things, and big Morrison fan, smart guy, worth listening to and watching despite his jokes about mustaches constantly. And number 3, I'm going to say Aces of Spades 12. Newer YouTube. He's only got 7 subs at the moment, so check him out. But he's got a great collection. He goes to estate sales and things like that. But some really nice books. Well worth watching and great guys. So also got really awesome tattoos on his arms. So if you're into that, worth looking. So check him out. And then the last one, just a bonus question here for my own personal help. When I created this channel, it was when I was like traveling. I was in South America doing missionary work at the time. So I picked the name Clouded Journey because it was an old email which I had picked when I was like 18, and it was just, that name was always available because it's kind of corny. So I sort of had that as my channel, but it doesn't really fit for my comic hunting channel right now. So if you have a suggestion for a new name, right now I'm sort of thinking like the Comic Book Hustler or something like that. But if you have something, I'd love to hear it. I'm open to everything, so let me know what you think. That would be helpful. And I think that is going to be it, guys. So really looking forward to your entries. I'm always excited to be in contact with different members of the community. You guys are just awesome, awesome guys. It's always sad to be like, there's a few people I really enjoyed their videos and they sort of stop making them. If you're that type of person, you haven't been around for a while, like, get on the camera, make it just a quick video, get back in the game, because we want to just continue to grow this community, I think. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your support of my channel and for all the hard work you guys put into doing your channels and everything. It's really great, so keep in touch and we'll catch you later.